So we're just going to quickly open up Replit here, which is going to be our online editor. So if you go up to the top here, you could sign up or log in. We'll sign up. And we've got a couple of options. So we can do Google, we've got GitHub. We can also continue with X, email password, single sign-on, whatever we want to do, you get to choose. So in this case, we are going to go with the sign in with Google. And I will use my Google stuff here. Perfect. Now we're in. So what we can do is we have this high code play. It's asking me, what do I want to make? Down at the bottom here, you'll notice we've got a couple limitations here with the free version. Going up here, we've got a little bit of a sidebar, home apps, deployments. We can see our usage, and if you're part of a team, there's also bounties, templates, learning, and a little bit of documentation. We don't really need that. We're going to skip right to it and create our app. And we can choose from a couple things here. So template, you can use an agent like from before or import. We're going to use a template. There's tons and tons of different templates that they have here, all for different languages, whatever you're looking to create. In this case, we are just doing Python, so we'll choose that. We can give it a name. I'm going to leave it like this for now. It's just random, and then we're going to create our app. So if you're running it for the first time, the AI workspace will show up. It'll just let you know what's happening where and where things are located. So we'll skip through those, just hitting next. You do have to pay for some of these things, so we want this as free as possible. We'll go through these steps here. And our favorite, most important, is the run button. Okay, so here's our screen setup. We've got the chat assistant on the side. We're going to close that tab there. Or actually, you can make this skinny or wide, whatever you want, but I'm going to completely get rid of it. Open up our page here for us. So now we've got our workspace. This is where we're going to be typing our code, and anything here on the side, if we wanted to go back and use those, are there as well. But let's start off here. We'll use hashtag. This is my first Python program. The hashtag is a comment, so this isn't real code. This is just letting you know what's happening on this line or in the lines coming up. You can also use Control plus and Control minus if you want to zoom in and out, make your font bigger or smaller depending on your preferences. I'll do it like that. And let's do our first line. So on line number 3 here, we're going to write print with the brackets. So this is actually a built-in method for us, or a function. It's going to allow us to kind of output something to the screen. And we're going to leverage the print function all the time in all of our codes. We're going to use it multiple times. It's very, very handy for us. So if you notice, as I'm typing, there are a few things that pop up. The first thing, if I don't put those brackets, it will show me this kind of a helpful screen here to let us know and prompt us. If I put the bracket, this shows up. It's actually pre-populating what it thinks I'm going to write. Press tab here, and it fills it in for us. Go up to the run button, hit run. It'll update our environment, and there it is. Hello world. Awesome. So now that we got that to work, we can make a few adjustments here. So anything that's inside the quotes, it'll print. Let's write something else. And then we will run that code. See if it changes. Yes, it does. Awesome. So it's working. If we don't want anything to be inside of our brackets, because that is called a string, we'll get into data types later, we can modify it and we can actually use what's called a variable. So I'm going to write a message here, and it's not going to print the word message. What it's actually going to do is it's going to look for message in my code somewhere. Right now it's underlined because it's not defined, which means I need to tell it what message is actually worth. What is message? So let's go ahead and tell the program what message means or give it a value. Type message. Look at that, it even thinks it knows what I want. Tab, fills it in for me. Now the message is worth hello world. If I run it, there it is, hello world. It works perfectly. So it knows that my message is hello world. It prints it out for us. We can do other variables. We can add another message. This one thinks I'm learning Python, which is fairly appropriate. If I do another message, it will probably generate another thing. I am learning Python too. Yes, it is. So you can continue to write these variables. We'll skip that. We'll do one last one. So we're going to do a final print here. We'll put it in comments, or sorry, in quotes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll go up to the run, see if it works. Run, loads our environment, updates, and there you have it.